Hello, my name is Chebefala. Today I am going to be working with a teenager. She's a college student, and we are going to be going through a therapy session. I'm going to be serving as a therapist for her, and I am going to be working with her based on her experience she had in her school when it comes to gender discrimination. So she's going to be telling me her story later in this video. But before going on with the video, I'm going to be giving a short overview on what gender discrimination is and some of the places gender discrimination take place and how it affects our physical well-being, emotionally, socially, and psychologically. And then at the end of this video, we are going to be coming up with a solution together. We're going to work as a team because this is a session that we working as a team, not single-handedly. I'm not doing it single-handedly. We are working as a team to come up with a healing process for her that will better help her coping skill in this video at the end of this video. So, as we all know, gender discrimination is a global issue that is all over the place. Gender discrimination definition that I have tonight is in a situation where someone is less treated based on their sex or gender. That could be either a male or female, transgender, sex gender, and so forth. Another short definition for gender discrimination also has to do with someone being discriminated based on their gender. So, places that gender discrimination take place. Gender discrimination happens at workplace. Gender discrimination happens in our homes, in our families, and as well in schools. It happens all over the place, but I'm going to be talking shortly about each of them, just very fast. So, when it comes to gender discrimination at the job, most time women are always at the disadvantaged end when it comes to gender discrimination at workplace, at school, and even in families. For instance, this is it. At the workplace, whenever there is a job posting or so, there's certain position, because women have been stigmatized, stereotyped, and labeled and limited to certain position and certain area of job. So it's like men don't want like women, like she's not capable of taking that position. And even we the women, we ourselves, it's like in our mind, because we've been stereotyped, we are capable of doing it. But because the mindset that we have that people don't believe in what we do, we don't want to go for that position. We always defeat ourselves. Self-confidence, self-esteem is lacking. So for that reason, it's like it keeps us away from vying for that position or going to occupy that position because of gender discrimination. Even salary-wise, in some places, men are paid more than ladies. Why? Reason based on to themselves. So that's just gender discrimination right there. Those are the ones that I know about. There are a lot of other ones that happens at workplaces, but that's just the one I will talk about tonight. When it comes to gender discrimination in homes, I'm from an African setting. Our parents then do not allow ladies to go to school like that. If we go to school, we just like hit the primary level. That's it. But for the men, they are allowed to go to school, pursue the high school, college, and go further. But for ladies, no, it doesn't work like that. It's like when you do the primary level, that's okay until the age of marriage, after marriage, childbearing, and then raising of children. That's it. That's discrimination. I mean, you are deprived from your right. Why, if you want to go further, that's the culture. Gender discrimination right there. For transgender, sometimes they don't, because of that name, that stigma, that label, they are looked down upon in certain gatherings. When it comes to school, discrimination plays a whole lot in it. When it comes to student council and government, running running for position in the government, even happen in our national government as well as the schools as well. We are marked for certain position. Most time they will say, okay, she's good to be the chaplain or the financial secretary. But presidency position, nope. Vice president, they always like limit you from that. They say you can't do that. That's for men. That's gender discrimination. So today in this video, my client gonna be telling me her story, and then we're gonna like come up, because this is something that is really, as we all know, that most time women are more prone to developing PTSD. We know that. There are sometimes anxiety. There are other disorders that they come down with. So treating our client that is experiencing such trauma, we need to be, we need, I'm going to look at it with her, hear her story, and then come up with a solution and see how best we could work together as a team to better help her. And I also want to talk about the physical impact it has on individuals when it comes to gender discrimination. Gender discrimination it seems to be common when you just say gender discrimination, but it's very heavy on a person. When you are discriminated based on your sex, based on your age, whatever it is, it has a heavy impact on you. Physically, most time when I feel discriminated, like other people react differently. Physically, some people, like, right there, they start to shiver. Some people like shed tears, or some people will just choose to walk away. People react differently based on their own reaction and feelings. Then emotionally, in our mind, because we feel labeled and stigmatized already, so it's like for that reason, it's like in my mind, I'm supposed to do this in this gathering or doing this session, but I'm going to do it hurriedly and just get out of that place. I don't want to spend another second, because you feel within your mind emotional. You are so emotional to the extent that you just want to get it done and be over with it. Whether you're doing it the right way or the wrong way, you want to get it done and be done with it. The psychological impact it has on us is like, even because everybody have their own strength. I want to talk about this. Every individual has their own strength. Your strength could be my weakness, and my weakness could be your strength. But because you have been stigmatized, even when you are doing something with all your strength, with all your might, perfectly, but in your own your self-esteem is not there. You have been reduced to nothing. So for that reason, it's like, I wonder I'm doing it the right way. I wonder what I'm doing, people are going to appreciate. It's like it starts to play on your mind. You start being judgmental to yourself, be judgmental to other people. It starts to play on you. The next thing you want to get out of that place. Those are the impact it will have on us. This is something that it goes on and on and on and on. It accumulates. That's why they talk about, there's a word I want to talk about tonight. I'm not going to go deep into it. Talk about accumulative trauma. This trauma is like the physical impact, social impact, the emotional impact, and the psychological impact. All those things like it accumulates and it leads to something else. Most times it leads to mental health problem. Men are discriminated as well. I just want to give one example when it comes to men discrimination of men. In most workplaces, every entity, there's a policy in the work handbook that says maybe if a woman gives birth, she's entitled to 3 months maternity leave. She's given a maternity leave whenever she gave her birth. But if a man is working to a place, in a policy, it's not there. It's not spelled out. If a man's wife gives birth, they're not going to give him 3 months maternity leave. He's going to still be working as well, whereas the woman will have to take 3 months. So it's a discrimination right there. So men too, like, they have their own disadvantage moment, as well as the women has their own disadvantage moment. But on a racial level, women are very high. The women on the racial level, the women are at the disadvantaged end. So that's why today I am going to be focusing just on women, and then talk with my client So I'm about to call on board. Miss Leston, you can come over as we go through this section. Miss Leston, you can come over on board so we can go through the therapy session. So we're going to be doing the therapy session together, as I said previously. We're going to be doing it together. Miss Leston, how are you?
I'm doing good.
You doing great?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what brings you here today? So we can talk about it.
Yes, I'm here today because I've been faced with a gender discrimination situation at school recently. So, as you may know, I am in college. I'm at the Penn State College, and recently I was going for a vice president position on campus.
Excuse me, Miss Leslie. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You say you've been experiencing gender discrimination at your school. For how long you have been experiencing this?
This has been going on for a long time, but this was just the major incident that
Okay.
brought me here.
Okay. You can go home.
So recently I was on campus and I'm currently running for the vice president for the student government there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was running along with a male who was running for president, and I was running for his vice president. And after our debate, we had a lot of male came up to me specifically, and they was just standing there. So I was like, "Oh, do you guys have any questions? Is there something I could help you guys with?" And then the one guy goes to say, "Oh, no, we don't have questions for you. We want to talk to the person in charge of this campaign because you don't know anything about the campaign, da da da." And they just downplay me and the fact that I was a female, and that's not something that's typical to them, a female running for vice president for student government.
Okay. So can I ask you? So at that moment when he asked you that question, what was your expression like? What was your feelings like? How did you feel at that moment?
Inside, I felt really terrible because just just being discriminated against based on my gender is sad, because I didn't let the fact that I'm a female stop me from putting the work in that I needed to put in to do the debate. I still did all the work, and the fact that they didn't see the work that I did, they saw past all that and just went right to the fact that I'm a female. So I was hurt inside. Emotionally, I was drained. I was about to cry right there and then, but I decided not to. I just told them what I had to tell them, and I quickly ran to the bathroom, and I cried because it's just saying that, okay, I'm a female, so what? That don't mean I'm not capable of doing what a male can do. And it's sad because this happens all the time, but just like this one incident just happened very publicly in a very open space, and it really triggered me. It made me feel really, really discriminated against.
Okay. So today, like, I want us to like talk about it. Like, you have said it all, and like you if I get you correctly, you said that that was not the first incident, right? It
No.
had been happening, but that one was that one was a trigger
Mm-hmm.
that really like took you off. And
Yes.
you had to cry. Okay, this is what I want us to do. We're gonna do it together. We're gonna come. I want us to like. I want to talk about some of the techniques and some of the healing process that we can work together. We can do together to help you in the process. So next time when you are like experiencing such, you can like single-handedly go, walk yourself through it. Or if we are to have another section, I can walk you through it as well. But I'm just gonna like we're just gonna talk about it today, and then whenever it happens, you like help yourself, right? So
Okay.
this is what I want you to do. Whenever like this experience that occur, I want you like just find a place. If there's a place that you can sit, you quietly sit down, put your feet on the ground. That's a technique I want us to do. Mindfulness techniques, okay? You quietly put your foot on the ground, and then like you start to tap, okay? Tap, and then like just concentrate on your strength, because you got strength. You got a strength, right? You know you got strength in you. You concentrate on your strength, on the possibilities, not the negativity, right? You just like keep tapping and keep tapping. Yeah, keep concentrating on it, that I know I can do it. I can do it. So it's like you walk yourself through it whenever it happens. Or then in the process of doing it, it's like you start to take a deep breath. You exhale and hold your breath for some time, and you inhale. You just like do it for some time. Whenever it happens, just walk yourself through it. If you want us to come, we can schedule another therapy session, and then we walk through it as well. But you can still do it single-handed. You can do it at the job, at the school, or you go in your room, whatever you feel comfortable doing it, and then just go about doing it. That does that work for you?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, okay, Miss Pay. I really appreciate your time. So thank you for the time, and thank you for your effort and everything. Thank you.
Thank you.